This long-running MMO has had its fair share of drama. Welcome to MojoPlays, and here are our picks for the biggest World of Warcraft controversies. Before we begin, we publish new content all week long, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. We'll be looking at the in-game changes, expansions, and events that divided or outright angered the Warcraft community over the years.
But that stops now.
Mists of Pandaria.
And a people that may well change the fate of us all.
Though player opinions have since softened considerably, upon its initial release, Mists of Pandaria was not well liked. The expansion, which introduced the dual-faction Pandarian race, along with their home continent of Pandaria, threw off many players due to its use of non-traditional fantasy themes, integrating aspects of Chinese culture and philosophy into the Warcraft universe.
Why do we fight? To protect home and family.
Other players simply didn't like the Pandaren, who originated as an April Fool's joke by Blizzard before being integrated into the lore in Warcraft 3. Over time, mass opinion has shifted to look more favorably on the expansion, especially considering some of the mistakes made in the following one, which brings us to...
We will never be slaves!
Warlords of Draenor / Garrisons.
They have granted you this foothold, confident that you will lead the Alliance to victory, Commander.
Another WoW expansion that was widely panned upon its release, Warlords of Draenor never quite recovered from its reputation the way that Mists did. Players decried the convoluted story developments and massive gameplay changes made in the expansion, most notably the over-reliance on garrisons.
You and the armies you command are now our greatest weapon against the Iron Horde. Lead us to victory.
If you played Warlords, you'll remember just how time-consuming managing your garrison became, and along with the lack of other interesting world content, it turned the game into a complete slog by the time you reached the endgame. One that was only worsened by an incredibly long content drought that led to a mass exodus of players.
Times change.
Dungeon Finder. In the lead-up to their release of World of Warcraft's third expansion, Cataclysm, Blizzard introduced the Dungeon Finder system as a replacement for manually having to find a group of players to enter a dungeon together. On the surface, this seemed like a great idea. It would remove the hassle of putting together a group, allowing more players to easily take part in the game's dungeons. In the long term, however, this decision proved incredibly controversial, as many players claim that it led to the downfall of World of Warcraft's social aspects by removing the social accountability and interaction from much of the game. Battle for Azeroth.
Push forward!
World of Warcraft's most recent controversy is also one of its most uproarious, as the release of Battle for Azeroth has proven to be quite the bumpy landing, beginning with the story leading up to the expansion's release, which saw Horde Warchief Sylvanas Windrunner committing serious war crimes against the Night Elves and Alliance, cementing her as a villain rather than a character who operates in shades of grey.
Malfurion. How gracious of you to join us. Who would have guessed that you would come to protect your precious trees?
Things have only gotten worse as the overall response to the new content has been tepid at best, with many hardcore fans angered by the current state of affairs. There's still time for Blizzard to turn this ship around, but only time will tell.
Stand as one for the Alliance!
Nostalrius / vanilla servers. A long-running open secret about World of Warcraft was brought to light in 2016 when Blizzard sued to shut down popular vanilla private server Nostalrius. These privately run servers catered to fans of the classic WoW experience and were not run by Blizzard, making them unofficial and technically illegal, though up until that point they had always been left alone. When Blizzard elected to shut the server down, it catapulted the issue straight into the spotlight, where it garnered mainstream media attention. To this day, it remains a sticking point within the community, even in anticipation of the official classic service on the way from Blizzard. Check out these other great clips from MojoPlays, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.